So hello, well today I'd like to take a look at Jimmy scoffing one of his treats. Scoffing a treat it is that he dog. Funny little creature. He loves these treats. No, I'm joking. I'd like to take a look at this collection of old bottles. Years ago I knew a milkman and he used to run because obviously he wanted to get his round done. He used to have an electric float that had a specific sound, so I knew he was coming. I liked him very much. I was only a tiny child, of course, in Northwood, and this milk float used to kind of, and I used to hear it coming up the hill. So as a sort of 5-year-old kid or a 4-year-old, whatever I was, I used to meet the guy. And it was the first time I ever learned swear words because I said to him once, "Oh, you're so good." I said, you know, it must be amazing being a milkman. And he looked at me. I was only 5, don't remember. Don't forget. And he said, "Fucking milk bottles." Fucking milk bottles, he said to me. I went back to my dad and told him fucking milk bottles. And my dad was like, where have you learned that from? But... So I've got an interest in old bottles. This one's very good. This one's really old. It's still got a label on it but this was Kvizda, was the restitutional fluid was for horses apparently, and it was a horse tonic. Franz Kvizda. Don't forget that this part of Poland where I live used to be part of Poland. Oh God, my name used to be Dickhead. This part of Poland where I used to live used to be part of Germany, so hence why all the bottles that I've got from the collection that I have are German scriptage. And this one's a good one. This is from about the late 19th century, 1860 or something like that, and it's got the having fact that it's got the label on it still is pretty cute, I think. Anyway, so there's that one. So the next one is Gustav Rausch from Adlershof. You'd have to Google it, but that'll be a place in Poland now. But they're obviously all mineral waters or something. Lovely old bottles, the thick glass, you know. They've got no seam, so or do they have a seam? So I don't know how they made these things. They must have blown them up in it, out of something or other in it. This one's a real classic. This one, it says the Moritz Braudach, I think it is, Tivoli Brewery. It's a brewery from Sagan. Well, Sagan's very interesting because that's in Żagań in Polish now, and it's even got the top on it, look, in it, which is interesting because Sagan was where the Great Escape took place. Boom, 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 and all the rest of it. You know, where the 77 fellas tunnelled out of the Stalag Luft 3. That's the same place, isn't it? So that's a good one. I like that one. I do. What else have we got? This one's interesting because it's still got the old lid on it. It's from a place called Hirschberg. But Hirschberg is now called Jelenia Góra, and the Brauhaus obviously is a brewery. That brewery is still there actually, although it's not functional now as a brewery. It's more of a furniture shop, but it used to be a brewery, and it obviously did good beer, innit? All good, baby. This one's good as well. It's from Görlitz. Well, Görlitz is now Zgorzelec. And again, they're all beer bottles, isn't it? It's because it's beer. I don't know if you can see that. I bloody can't. My eyes are blind, innit? But Görlitz still exists as a place. That's what it says on the back there. You'll know, Al. I don't even understand. It's something about a brewery, isn't it? Eingeinen. Whatever that means in German. I don't know the man. But this one's a nice one. I like this one a lot. This one's really cute. Can't even read it. Something again. It's a brewery. They're all beer bottles. Seeing it. Why would you wonder? What makes you think that I like beer? In it. Harnash, the best Polish beer you can get for now. Ah, I'm joking. I like it though. I do. I like it a lot. So moving on. This one's pretty cool. Again, Reisengeberger im Reisengeberger means in the Karkonosze Mountains today. It's called. But look at this one. It's very interesting because it's got a Polish name, M. Gliszinski, M. Mariusz Szyba Gliszinski, but it says Kupferberg in the Reisengeberger. So it proves that there were Polish people living here in the old Germanic days. They were all mixed bag. There were Czech people, Czechoslovakians they were called then, weren't they? There were Poles, there were Germans, all living side by side. This one's broken, innit? It's busted. But it's still a nice bottle. I like it a lot. I can't really read German, unfortunately, but for anyone that can, there you go. There it says here. Meffersdorf, well, you'd have to Google it, but that'll be a place in Poland now. Schloss Brauerei, so it's a brewing again. It's the brewing. Fürst however you say that in German. I'm sorry, I can't speak German. It's a bloody shame because I would love to know how to speak it. I really would. This one looks crazy. As Christopher Walken said, this is crazy. Oh yeah. Well, that's not a good impression of him, but it's a Coca-Cola bottle. But it says on there, look, it says on there, Schutzmarke. And this is actually from about 1900 and something. So they had Coke, didn't they? It's had Coke and they had Coke to snoot. I mean, they had Coke to drink back in the old days, which is interesting. Really, really interesting. I like it a lot. That is probably one of my favourites actually, because I love Coke. And well, I mean the cola, you know, not the bloody fucking powder. But sorry for swearing. So over 100 years, does that say? Über 100 Jahre. Echte Schronsdorfer. What does it say? Allingen Fabric. I think that's a factory. The W. Kerner and Company, Kunersdorf, in the Reisengeberger, which would be well, it was what do they call them now? The Reisengeberger? The Karkonosze. They call them the Karkonosze Mountains now in Poland, you see. So that's a classic. That's in good order, that one as well. It's a nice bottle, isn't it? Bottle of Jockle. It's got a bit of a crack on the base of it, but whatever. It's all good, baby. It's all good. So thanks ever so much for watching. I hope you found some interest. Jimmy's still munching that chew toy, aren't you, mate? Well, it's not a toy. It's food. Food. Jimmy loves food, don't you, mate? That's why he's got such a fat tum. It has. It's got a fat little tummich. Thanks for watching. Cheers. All the very best.